Guys, me Tom, I'll show you another normal war replay. So we have this Quan, which they're pretty decent, but they're just, you know, they were just a bit bad. A bit too casual for us. They even missed 14 attacks. Unfortunately, we missed 9, but we still won by a landslide. So yeah, we're looking at some of the bases here. So this one wasn't 3-star, that's like a Legends base. This one's like an anti-2 Legends base or whatever. We're on to the first replay now. We have this kind of ring base anti-2. It looks a bit clumsy, but let's see how it's done. This attack. Basically coming in with a DragClone attack on this rather simple layout. If the blimp goes in the path of the sweeper, you want to place your clones in the way that your loons or your troops will go towards the town hall in case they get pushed back or whatever. So keep that into mind, please. That's something to think about. Then you just try to keep your heroes alive as long as possible, and you can help clean up. Obviously this is a 3-star, so not much resistance at the back end of the base, so we took a home free. Because that's the DragClone army, you can screenshot, you do whatever you want with it, it's for your own benefit, I guess. So, yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to some more replays. This one looks a bit dumb, but it's just an anti-2 base. Another anti-2 base. This one we just seen just now. Another anti-2 base. This one's a second replay. This is actually a Legends base. I think it's rotated a bit or tweaked a bit, but this is definitely a Legends base. But the core is super compact, so obviously you don't really want to use this base. So let's see what we do now. We'll push one corner with our heroes. So see how that ends up doing. Then we're putting on main troops. Well, this attack was really quick as well. There's only like 1 minute 20 left and the attack just started. So you can see how much of an overkill this attack will likely be. Freezing the sweeper, that's another way to deal with this blimping into. With the blimp going into sweep direction, you can blimp freeze the sweepers. That's also a viable option. And obviously, it's just easy at this point because the whole core's gone with the DragClone, and then the rest of it is just a ring. No wall speed 3 or whatever, so yeah, there's nothing much to say, it's just bad layout. Okay, so yeah, just don't use those bases, please, because they're super weak to DragClone, especially if you cram all the major defenses in one area. Okay, so this one is pretty decent base, but looking at the back compartments, they're like a mess. Like the scatter shot next to an Expo or the Infernal next to Ego, you really don't want to do that with base building, so try to avoid that. Okay, so this is a third replay. You can notice a pattern with this Quan, this Korean Quan. They're M2, so you can see how the Quans down here, they kind of, they're a bit dumb. They're a bit dumb with regards to base building, like, you know, if you get what I mean. Like, you double wall the town hall all around, but the queen can shoot over it. So it's like, so they're making a lot of silly base building mistakes. And then having the Eagle near the town hall is also a no-no. And obviously this is just wrecked. Yeah, it might have an ice hound, but whatever. Does it really do that much when the base is almost completely wrecked before the CC troops come out? I think not. Okay, so we're on to a fourth replay now. We have this. It is kind of okay. It's a kind of okay base, but you notice there's flaws in the layout. You have the scatter shot. You have the tornado easily triggered at the very top. You have the scatter next to the town hall. And you have a scatter next to Eagle, and then, yeah, like I said, you want to avoid base building mistakes like these, like giving too much value in one area, like the scatter shot on the town hall, or scatter shot on the Eagle, or scatter shot on the Infernal. You want to avoid stuff like that. And once you get into the base, the pathing is predictable once you funnel decently. Because there's pretty much only one way around the base. So this is the ghost bats around here. You want to take out as many surrounding buildings as you can with rail ghosts and have like a plans with your bat spells and freezes and all that stuff. So it's like drag bat, but rail ghosts, they work better when you're like, you know, when the rail ghosts, you can just spam them all around the base and clear out a lot of trash buildings. You even swag to the queen a bit too. Can use this version, but you can use this version with 34 Ghost, but later on there's another version that you can also use. But the other thing about Royal Ghosts, it's a limited time troop and it only came once, it only came twice. The first time was when Th12 was the max level. This time is when, the second time is when Th14 was the max level. When Th13 was the max level, the right ghost didn't come at all, so yeah. Just a bit unfortunate. So yeah, this is the anti-2 star base, typical one. We're moving on to the fifth replay now. Nice. All these attacks have been really quick as well because they're under 2 minutes. And obviously, again, we have the base building flaws this clan has. A scatter shot next to Infernal, a scatter shot near an Eagle, and these very compact space. You have a very compact space yet once again. So You can, with bases that are that compact, you can just use spammy armies because the spells get a lot of value and all that stuff. So yeah, once again, this space is wrecked. RC coming in the back end. This wall just feels weird. Okay, so yeah, you know. Okay, so we're moving on to 6th replay now. See what we have in store. We have yet again another ring base. You have a scatter next to Town Hall again, and a scatter shot next to Infernal again. So yeah, this clan had big problems with base designing. We have a ghost bat again. No, yeah, ghost bat. I think this time we had to use 37 ghost variation. The ghost bats you can work at Tower 14, Tower 13, Tower 12, I think even Tower 11, but Tower 10 and Tower 9, the bat spell at Tower 10 kind of sucks, so you don't really want to use it at Tower 10. Tower 9 has no bats, so you can't really do ghost bat at Tower 9. As with every bat attack, you really make sure the Town Hall goes down, otherwise you'll never 3-star it, and there's a chance you may 1-star it if you miss the Town Hall. Don't count on bat spells taking the Town Hall with you. And also, try not to get the bats into the area of the Town Hall poison, because obviously you don't want the bats dying to the Town Hall poison, so yeah. This is funny, this one, because the bats were just clean up rather than clearing defenses. You even swag two spells. That's how bad these bases are on base designing. So yeah, you can choose these 37 ghost type. It's up to you with the bat spells and the other spells, but you can use 7 bats, 5 freeze, a poison and an invisibility. Or you can opt for another freeze or whatever. It's up to you. You can play around with that spell combo. See what you like. This one was similar to the one we've seen before, but the ego in the Town Hall was moved around. This one was the base we saw earlier again. This is also another base we saw earlier again, but we 3-starred it, so we're on a 7th replay now. You see, if you're facing like M2 and below clans with a lot of 13s, chances are they have a deficiency in attacking skill, defense skill, or organization, or like their layouts. So I'll say that from experience. I repeat, the clans we face in normal wars, if they have a lot of Tower 14s and they're like Master 2 and below, usually they have some sort of fault, noticeable fault, if you get what I mean. Like this clan's noticeable fault is base designing and organization. I mean, they still had strong bases, but the fact that they missed 14 attacks out of 60 attacks shows they weren't very organized, and plus having so many repeated bases, it kind of means they're not that serious into base designing, especially with the unique designs had in major flaws. So Yeah, keep that into mind. Okay, back to attack now. Sorry, I waffled on a bit earlier. Ghost Bat again. This time with 37 ghosts. Similar to the last attack, really. Tornado next to Town Hall. Between the RC platform and the Town Hall. Bats coming from left, no right. You can go from right or come from left, but it doesn't matter either way. You just want to make sure the bats survives and even it out. Oh no, the RC went down. But it's fine. We still have a lot of ghosts, and we even have some cleanup troops. It was a close call, but this was a 3-star. Okay, so we're on to 8th replay. This one was actually a Th13 attacking a Th14 and tripling. So, yeah, this is pretty epic. You don't see Th13 tripling Th14s often that aren't rushed. So, this is definitely a great attack. And obviously, this base layout just looks a bit typical, like a typical push base, but it kind of looks dumb as well, so that's what I think of it. Even that's both sweepers pointing north for some reason, but oh well. Main priority in every attack is Town Hall. Especially when you're attacking a high Town Hall, the Town Hall takes priority because if you're doing an up hit, the 2-star attack is still good work because usually Th13s can't triple Th14s, so yeah. Obviously good placement for the bats because there's no splash there. But we have to be careful of this eagle because they can retarget the bats, so you have to be careful of that, which is happening now, unfortunately. But good thing that the bats went his dead zone fast, otherwise the bats would have died or to the eagle strike. So yeah, that's the arm composition here. Feel free to use it. That was a Th13 attacking a Th14. Great stuff there. Okay, so we're moving on to our 9th replay now. We have this base again. I think we've seen it before, this base, but this one's a bit more rushed. DragClone works. And obviously this is a win. Easy peasy. Ring bases in general, they're bad to use, especially if they're compact as well. So try to stay away from ring bases that are compact because they get crushed easily. So we were on to our 10th replay, I think. Yeah, the 10th one, and again we have another sucky base. Queen charge hybrid with Blizz, or Blizz hybrid actually. Usually tornadoes in the core somewhere around here, so keep that in mind. I think the invisibility was slightly late, but whatever. Nice Blizz. Unfortunately, having some problems with Blizz, but oh well. That's why I want to. Oh, that was close. That was close. Unfortunately, the Town Hall couldn't go down, but we still took out a lot of value around the core. Even took out the CC too. This is a bit of an interesting hybrid. Do we even bring in witches to it to clear the sides? I don't think I've seen that often before, bringing witches in a hybrid. So this is pretty interesting. Especially if the spaces have only single infernos, this can work. But we need a plan for a Town Hall. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this space is rushed and it's crushed also, so not much to it. It was close though, but we got the triple, which matters. Okay, let's see the next few bases then. This is the base we've seen at least 5 times already. That one's a bit rushed as well. This one, again, just look at this layout. How many times have I seen this? At least 5-6 times now. And this one also looks dumb, but it's kind of a bit rushed as well. So this one, we can see this is the 11th replay. This was a Town Hall 13 tripling a Town Hall 14, but we've seen this base again before. So you can see how Town Hall 13 triples Town Hall 14 without too much problems. Tornado at the top again. Obviously going to fast forward a bit because it's the similar idea as the one we've seen before. But charge the multi-inferno at the bottom instead. Okay, that's another win. Big win actually, because a Town Hall 13 usually does not triple Town Hall 14s. Okay, so we're moving on to the 12th replay now. We have this base, Town Hall 13 v13, with a Royal Ghost Army. Royal Ghost and Bats. We even have 3 single Infernals, which make this attack even easier. Tornado in the place that makes no sense. That was next to CC. Like, why would you put a tornado in next to CC? Because the troops don't usually go there. You could put it near the Eagle or near the Town Hall, but you wouldn't put it near the CC. Because this plan is a bit dumb when it comes to base designing and all that stuff. So yeah, you can tell why they're in M2 instead of like M1 or Champs. And you can see how we haven't even placed a single bat spell yet, and we've eliminated all the splash defenses. So now the most dangerous defenses are like expos and sweepers. Now that the splash defenses are all gone, and even the Eagle. So Eagle is the most powerful but left. But yeah, that's the composition for Town 13s. This one, again, we've seen this base, that's like our 7th time or 6th time we've seen it this fall, and that was super rushed. Okay, we're moving on to the 13th replay. I think it's the second last replay actually. And this is a common Town Hall 12, Town Hall 13 base. The only difference is the Eagle here, and the town hall was switched around for some reason. And we have 3 single infernal towers, means you can use spam armies to quickly destroy them. Nice. Great job there, 13 v 13 triple. That was good. Just surprised this one is using very outdated layouts. Let's see the remaining bases because there's only one more replay. This one had no scatters and hit by Th14. This one's extreme wave rush, just no point rush seeing this replay. This one has no scatters again, so this is the last replay of the war. We've seen this base again before, where the Th13 triple the Th14, but this time it's modified a bit. 13 v 13 triple. It's 14th replay, last replay of this war. You can notice all the expos on air, so it's a bit risky, but you can still charge. You can still charge the 4 expos that are on air, but it's risky. But you can do it though, so it's up to you really. So yeah, so this has been a pretty long video, but we can showcase all our triples this war. Okay, that's Th13 Hybrid still going strong if you know what you're doing. But yeah, thank you for watching this, guys. Hope you like it, hope you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to Clash with Tommy. And remember, share this with your friends and peace out.